Hello and welcome to the channel and welcome to my very humble herb garden, which as you can see is in need of a little bit of TLC. Now, when I planted this herb garden up just last summer, it looked fantastic, and I really tried to put into the herb garden the kind of plants that I might like to use in the kitchen. So for example, down here we've got some lovely parsley. In fact, we've taken a cutting from this parsley only today for our cheesy pasta later on. Here we have some mint. Here we have some marjoram. Here we have some, although it is looking a little bit dead, some thyme, and here some oregano. Now, I did have an oregano plant just here, but unfortunately last year that died away, so I'm actually going to put some basil in there and see how that fares. But we can see here some of the new growth is coming through, and all these old dead sticks, they all need to be gotten rid of. I've actually got no idea what these are at all. At first I thought they were daffodils, but we have no flowers, so could they be onions? I've got no idea. I'm going to leave them, just see what happens. Here we've got some new growth coming through from the marjoram, and I think this is the mint that's actually spread from this main plant here. So the plan today really is just to give this a really good tidy up, get rid of some of this old dead wood and get it ready for spring and summer of lovely kitchen herbs. Now, I do know that mint grows like wildflower and will spread all across this herb garden and will probably get in the way of some of the other herbs. In fact, I can already tell here it's getting in the way of this marjoram. So I'm going to be quite aggressive with cutting back this mint and any of the new sprigs of mint that have crept its way along this planter. I'm going to cut it back. I'm going to get rid of it and make sure I try and contain that mint to where I originally planted it. So this here was the original mint plant, and as you can see, it's got these long tendrils that have come off and start to root themselves elsewhere within the planter. So I'm going to get rid of those, and this here is all new mint growth that's all come from this main plant. But if I look at the main plant, I can still see some fresh mint coming out of the base of here, so I don't think it's going to cause any harm if I take up all these offshoots of mint and get rid of them and kind of let the original plant do its thing. We'll soon find out if it's the wrong thing to do if we have no mint this coming summer to use in the kitchen. And again, here we've got this mint that seems to have worked its way into the oregano. I think it's going to be one of those plants that every time I come out to the garden to do something, I'm going to have to deal with the mint in one way or another. Probably like these ones here, when they've shot all the way across and start to root themselves in like this. Get my hands dirty and just pull them out. Now for this mint plant here and this one, these are the two mint plants that I planted last year, and you can see it's just mostly dead wood. I'm kind of hoping that if I just take all this dead wood off here, that we have some new new growth coming from the bottom. Well, we'll see. I think there's a new shoot coming through there. Anyway, we'll certainly see what happens. But you can see this was the original plant. This was the original plant. We've got new growth of mint coming through here, which is in a place that I certainly don't want it to be. It's going to take over this parsley here. So I'm going to deal with that next. And there we are, all nice and clean and tidy, all ready for a summer of lovely herbs. Now, I'm not so sure whether I've done the right thing with these mint plants. This one obviously has still got a little bit of growth coming here. There's an old bit that I've pulled off but not binned. Got some growth there, and I just went around it like this, and just any shoots that I found disappearing off into the distance, I ripped them up. This one here, actually, it might be dead, but we'll soon find out. Well, we'll find out if anything new comes up from it. There were definitely some tendrils coming off like this one, and we had some lovely green mint plants elsewhere, over here in the parsley and down here in the marjoram, but essentially that's not where I wanted it. I want the mint just here. So I think I've done the right thing in sectioning it off like this to try and stop that mint from going where I don't want it. But this plant here in particular does look, dare I say, a little bit dead. I don't think it is dead. It can't be dead because it's given off all these lovely shoots. So if we just try and contain it here, if you've got any tips on what I should be doing with this mint, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd like to know whether I've killed it or whether I've actually done the right thing, because I will be honest, I've not done any research. These are all looking nice and tidy now. All the dead wood taken away. This is my space ready for my basil plant. And I think overall, herb garden looking good. So there we are, folks. A little afternoon job. The sun is just dipping down. It's 6:10 on a Friday. So yeah, I thought I'd come out into the garden, do a little bit of tidying up. Saw this is a good opportunity to tidy up the herb garden a little bit, and I think we've done a good job. If you've liked this video, then please give the video a little thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you'd like to see more, of course, press the subscribe button, and again, I would really appreciate it. Well, that's it. I'm going to go inside, have a cuppa, and I will see you again in the next video. Bye for now.